Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Rick Olson, and I'm the Senior Advisor with the Asia Center at the U.S. Institute of Peace. We are delighted to be partnering with the Kakar History Foundation and the Heart of Asia Society for today's launch of their new book, In Search of Peace for Afghanistan, Historical Letters of President Najibullah and Dr. M. Hassan Kakar, a collection of essays. This collection offers critical analysis of this historic correspondence and the period following the withdrawal of Soviet troops in the late 1980s, and draws lessons for current-day Afghanistan as the country attempts to reach a settlement to end over 4 decades of violent conflict. Let me begin with a quick housekeeping note. We invite all of you to take part in today's discussion by asking questions using the chat box function located just below the video player on the USIP event page. We ask that you please include your name and specify where you are joining us from in your questions. And you can engage with us and each other on Twitter with today's hashtag @AfghanPeace. The U.S. Institute of Peace was founded by the U.S. Congress over 35 years ago as an independent, nonpartisan national institute charged with the vital mission of preventing, mitigating, and resolving violent conflicts under the premise that peace is possible. The need for peace is more critical than ever. In recent weeks, countless attacks against civilians across Afghanistan, particularly the horrific bombing on a girls' school in Dashti-Barchi neighborhood of Kabul, and the relentless fighting between the Afghan forces and the Taliban, underscore the importance of a political settlement and a ceasefire. Supporting an inclusive peace process is a core priority of USIP's Afghanistan program. We believe a negotiated political settlement between the key parties is the only way to reach a sustainable end to over 4 decades of violent conflict. Through our office in Kabul, USIP engages in both national and local level efforts for peace, equipping Afghan peace builders with the skills to advance their interests through dialogue and nonviolent strategies. This is achieved through our peace education program in universities across the country, activities to enhance rule of law and women's inclusion in the peace process, subnational peace dialogues, and many other projects. In Washington, USIP supports a wide range of US, Afghan, and international stakeholders through high-level consultations, research, and policy analysis. The current time parallels the period when Najibullah and Professor Kakar wrote their letters in 1990. In some cases, the parallels are distressing. Once again, international forces are leaving Afghanistan while conflict rages. The level of future international engagement is uncertain, as is the answer to the question of whether key regional actors will help prolong the conflict or help to bring peace and stability. It was against this backdrop that the Kakar History Foundation and the Heart of Asia Society published this excellent collection of essays earlier this month, which features contributions from many leading US, Afghan, and international experts and stakeholders, including current and former USIP colleagues. We are excited to have some of the contributing authors with us today for a discussion on the lessons for current-day Afghanistan from the letters and the post-Soviet period, including Omar Sharifi, Omar Sadr, Robert Cruz, and from USIP, Balkis Ahmadi and Dipali Mudakadpai. Dipali will serve as our moderator. Following the discussion and following the question and answer session, there will be closing remarks by Ambassador Janan Musasai, co-founder of the Heart of Asia Society and a former ambassador of Afghanistan to Pakistan and to China. But first, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Ambassador Lakhdar Brahimi, who wrote the foreword for the book, as well as Kawan Kakar, who will provide brief remarks before the panel discussion begins. I scarcely need to introduce Ambassador Lakhdar Brahimi to this audience. He has held many distinguished posts throughout his diplomatic career, including Foreign Minister of Algeria, UN Special Representative in Afghanistan from 2001 to 2004, UN Special Envoy in Iraq in 2004, and Joint Special Representative of the UN and Arab League for Syria 2012-2014. He is perhaps the foremost practitioner of peace building in our time. He has worked to end conflicts around the world and has a long and important history of working to bring peace to Afghanistan. Kawan Kakar is Executive Director of the Kakar History Foundation and founder and managing partner of Kakar Advocates Law Firm. He has worked previously for the United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan and as an advisor to the constitutional law at Jirga that adopted the 2004 Constitution. He has also served as an advisor and deputy chief of staff to then President Hamid Karzai.